vintage to me, being British, I'm going to throw some references in there. I think of things like a Rolls Royce.
Vintage is, what is vintage? Vintage is... Vintage means older in a stylish sort of way.
Oh, I think vintage is like old but classy.
Considered antique.
Vintage is,
Antique, 1950s, like tablecloths. Something like classic and old, maybe.
Vintage clothing.
And that's probably it. There's not a lot going on.
It's a church in New Orleans.
A dress, like a lacy dress, whether it's like a wedding dress or like a long dress, but like a classy lacy dress.
Close.
Into my mind immediately.
I think that's what I would think of. Vintage. Yeah.
Old, refined, almost retro-like. I don't know if I can use vintage and retro in the same sentence.
Vintage is rugged or old.
Vintage is something that's classic.
Authentic.
Vintage is authentic. Vintage is time, it's a dated, original piece of something.